You already know what it is, man. It's your boy E. Watts, and I'm back again with a new episode on the Watts Report. But this episode right here is strictly talking about leveling up, man. You know, because basically a lot of things we already done been there, done that, and it's time to move on, it's time to elevate, and it's time to step up to the plate and take it to the next level. Because we get content a lot of times, you know what I'm saying? I'm speaking, and I say I'm speaking for myself as well. You know, of course, I don't never come on here like I'm Mr. Perfect and nothing like that. Like I got it all way figured out. But for the most part, we collectively, we all need to get it together. We all slacking and lacking. So a lot of times we need to just say, let it be known that we been there, we done that. And since we done that, I like to give somebody they roses while they around. My guy, you know what I'm saying? He let you know how it is. You know, he speak for me and him when he talk about how he did that.
Watch the nigga take his last breath. I did that. Took a clip of bullets like a vet. I did that. Streets, I did that. Beef, I did that. High speed chases with police. I did that. Bitches on my sack. I ain't tripping cause I did that. Niggas flashing stacks. I ain't tripping cause I did that. $30,000 on my wrist. I did that. $700 for my kicks. I did that. Caddy trucks, Range Rovers, slacks.
You already know what it is, man. That's my guy J Love, man. You know, Love, man. You always know, man, that you gonna get your roses from me, man. You gonna get your roses on time, man. You know, and you one of the ones that made it cool to also on the street rapping, you know. And a lot of people don't like what I'm saying, or don't agree. I ain't gonna say like. They may disagree with what I'm saying, but my guy J Love, I feel as though Scooter looked up to you. I feel as though Scooter, you know, I feel like you passed him the torch and he ran with it, because I feel like his whole style, the way he, you know, his flow and everything, I feel like he used to look up to you. He used to listen to your music, you know what I'm saying? So I want to give you your roses, man. And I already know, man. You already know what it is. But yeah, though, so now that we back on this subject, we talking about I did that, I done that. Now it's time to elevate and move on. It's time to level up, because a lot of us, we be still stuck in the same place, still stuck. You know, whereas though we got to take it to the next level. And how we do that is we start loving on ourselves, and we stop being complacent where we at. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of us, we got that main disease. And when I say the main disease, it's the disease of procrastination. Procrastination is mean, but you know, it's a medicine for it. You know, sometimes you might have some big visions and some big goals, but sometimes you got to break them down to even smaller goals, smaller tasks, live in reality, because a lot of us, we be wanting to be millionaires and, you know, stuff like that. A lot of us, we got dreams of, you know, making it big or doing it big, or at whatever field that we do it, whatever field we do it at, but we don't be having nothing in place, or we don't be having no smaller goals to attain to add up to the larger goals. It's about time, man. We just stop. We gotta level up, man. It was time we got put some wind, behind us. You know, put that fire under our feet, and and take off. You know, just that simple. Ain't gonna take too much thinking about it. You know, sometimes you gotta get rid of the people that's around you also, because let me tell you, when the people around you, they be holding you back. If they not really pushing you forward, they holding you back. And we can love, our peoples from a distance. We can still, conversate here and there, but not really be around them like that, because I believe that Allah will, you might not be ready for your blessings, because of the people you're around. So maybe Allah ain't put you in a position that give you your $1 million, because the people around you might have got jealous and killed you or anything. You never know how life is, and you know what I'm saying, and why it ain't your turn, why it wasn't your turn. So sometimes you gotta get rid of the people around you in order to level up, because we be kind of like in a comfort zone. That's should I say. That's the word I'm looking for. We be comfortable where we at sometimes, and fear can hold us back. Fear create doubt. When you start doubting yourself, you really going to take a couple more steps backwards than, taking the steps forward. I believe that, sometimes you got to level up in your relationship. You might dealing with a female, or might dealing with a guy that's not on the same page as you. And if you keep, dealing with this person, then you're going to keep getting the same results. You're going to keep being stagnated on the same level. So in order to get to the next level, sometimes you got to weave out the people that you're around. You got to kind of like, they got like self-motivation mantras and stuff like that. So you can look in the mirror and let yourself know, I'm great. I am going to be this and I am going to be that. You can speak stuff up till existence. Us doing the same stuff, getting the same results that we've been doing, it's kind of like foolishness. Like they say, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 3 times, then I don't know what to call that for real, because we've been fooled. I've been fooled more than twice. So that's super insanity, when you get fooled, you keep getting fooled by the same stuff. And that's kind of like my whole agenda, man, to let everybody know we've been lied to, man. The streets is one big lie. We gonna get fooled with dealing with like any street tactics, dealing with any street, everything, street codes, everything. We gonna get fooled, man. It's a fool. It's a lie. You know what I'm saying? Like, down in the streets, in the street world, we be expecting everybody to carry it like us. And at the end of the day, it's only one you. It's only one you. So how you think and how you feel is not how the next person think or feel. And it's going to be harder to level up if you keep thinking that everybody is just like you or everybody is surrounded around you. They got your best interests. It don't be like that, man. It's tough out here. I'm trying to get to another level. I'm trying to get, I want to be a 7-figure type of guy. So every day I'm brainstorming like, dang, how could I take stuff to a next level? And a lot of things it got something to do with education. You got to educate yourself. This is the information era, whereas though you can Google anything. I don't care what you want to do, how you want to be or whatever. I'm going to just tell you a small story about, for us educating yourself just so you can get ahead. So when I came home from prison, I got to the halfway house and I was, I got a job, at a box company called Columbia Container. So I seen, Columbia Container, they said they was only hiring forklift drivers. So what I did was I Googled how to drive a forklift. I used to watch the videos on how they back it up, how they do this. And then there was another thing where I was able to take a course. So I took a course, an online course. I never in my life been on a forklift. But, on my application, I lied and say, I got forklift experience. This is just off of me watching the videos, and I printed out a little certificate if they needed it. They never asked me for it. So when I got there and I was on a forklift, and it was a basic forklift, so I told them that, it was kind of a little, this particular forklift, I never really been on this model. So they still wind up teaching me a little bit and everything. But the moral of the story is just how you can self-educate yourself to get where you got to go. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't trying to stay on that level of, just being a felon and I can't get a job and stuff like that. So I just seeked out how I could fit in, how I could get up on another level, get my forklift license, and once I did that, I was able to, go get my CDLs and stuff like that, while I did everything while I was in a halfway house. But that's what's so important is the way you level up is that you got to educate yourself. We don't even read books no more. A lot of us, we don't read books. I ain't going to say no more because a lot of us never read. We just look at a cover and we figure like we already got it figured out what the book about. We read the back of the book and we think that's the whole story or whatever. But you got to pick up a book. Listen to YouTube far as cut the rap music off for a second and listen to some stuff, some Grant Cardone or some, it's a bunch of different self-help things if you want to get into real estate, if you want to get into yourself, motivating self, like without ain't talking about money, it's just talking about, leveling up your mind. It's a lot of different things that you could play while you ride and listen to that, man. I guarantee things are going to start changing for you because they say you are what you think. They say, as a man thinketh, so shall he be. You know what I'm saying? So it's the way you think is more like your outcome. If you think, low or you got low self-esteem or you're on a low vibration or whatever, you're going to get them low results. So if you thinking on a high level, you got high self-esteem, you're going to get high results. and you gotta keep on trying to attract that same highness. So you gotta keep seeking education. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to seek knowledge until you're dead, because you'll never know it all. You know what I'm saying? The world is so vast of knowledge, you'll never even grasp everything that all is entailed, but it's important, and you obligated, man, to seek out knowledge from your cradle to your grave. So that's what separate us as being like the poor class. When I say the poor class, is the way we think, from the rich class. That's what it's, the knowledge. And a lot of times we don't be having it. But nowadays you can't even really make too many excuses, because it's the Information Act. You can Google something, you can go on .org for something. You can, the information is right at your fingertips. And it's just a lot of times we be taking the time out the Google shit that don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like, even like when I was in prison, when I was in jail, right? It wasn't even about, it was about me getting away from the dudes. Some of the dudes, the way they think. Dudes in there be arguing over who got more money out of Jay-Z and Rick Ross and stuff like that. I'm just looking like, yo, you just better other things to be doing with your time, you know what I'm saying, and to be worrying about what other people doing or what they got going on. Y'all arguing about two other men, what they got going on. They successful, you know what I'm saying? They in they field, they running they field. So you gotta take time and worry about yourself. Put that energy that you putting into worrying about other people, you put that and pour that into yourself, and I guarantee you'll start leveling up. Also, that's just the way it is. A lot of times it'd be a lot of self-doubt. No, I can't do that. And it be inflicted on you from somebody else. You let somebody else doubt inflict on you. You'll never reach your level, your potential, and none of that, living like that also. So what may work for somebody else may not work for you. What might didn't work for somebody else, it might work for you. So that's why I always tell people, man, try your own method sometimes, because some people will tell you, nah, they ain't gonna work. They ain't gonna, because it probably ain't work for them. So they inflicting their doubt on you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying you can't learn from others that, tried something before you, name what I'm saying, because sometimes you can learn from others that tried before you. But a lot of times you can, do something your own way that they didn't do, that they wasn't thinking about. That's how it is, That's how the world was built. The world wasn't built off of one person. It was built off of millions of ideas, millions of people collectively. That's what we got now. We got a beautiful earth. You know what I'm saying? A place you could travel. Somebody thought about, I wish I could fly. So we couldn't fly. So somebody came up with the idea of how to create a plane. You know what I'm saying? So there you have it. We was able to go from one place to another in a plane, when we used to be on horses and horse and carriages, and, the driving cars almost down there without feet, like on some Flintstone shit, to, everything started with an idea, and collectively everybody, benefited from it. And, generations and generations and generations, we keep evolving. So we got to apply that same evolution to our lives. We got to keep, evolving. We can't stay stagnated. The world be turning. I ain't no 5% of none of that stuff to say how fast the earth turning and all that. But I know it turns. I know it turns real fast. The earth that's what gravity, that's what keeps us down, is how fast the earth turning. So the earth moving, and so should you. You shouldn't be stagnated, shouldn't be, happy with being in the same one place. I don't care how good you may think that you are doing, it's still room for growth. And I don't want to get it misconstrued, or I don't want no misconceptions of you having to rush, you having to rush and not enjoy the process, or not enjoy where you at. That ain't what I'm saying. But I do know the way we set up, we will get complacent. We will get content. We will get, it's kind of like the rappers in Baltimore. And I watched it year in and year out, year in and year out. So what happened is, a little dude, he get his little neighborhood buzz. He rapping, things looking a little good. He getting his buzz in his area. So now he's starting to get the buzz outside his area. Other little neighborhoods starting to know who he is. The moment he makes it on 92Q, or Squirrel playing him on the Hooligan Express and all that, you know, they be kind of getting content. They kind of think they made it. They get big headed, you know, all that type of stuff go on, man. Like when dudes get, you know, complacent and dudes start thinking that they already big and they already done made it and they happy with just, you know, the little Baltimore fame. And a lot of people, they didn't make it over to that next level because they got complacent. Or like I say, they get, you know, you still gotta have humility, because a lot of the little artists, they start getting, you know, big headed when they get a hit record, or the Baltimore hit, should I say, because, you know, Baltimore, they might be playing it in the clubs and all that, but they don't know how to take it to the next level. They ain't hooking up with a coalition of DJs or this different Legion of Doom DJs or different, you know, DJs got their own groups, and they don't know how to blast it out to them, and then they blast it to the, you know what I'm saying, and they keep getting blasted, and you might got to grease some palms, and you got to go out of town and work your song, you know, stuff like that. You fly down to A, you working your song, you shooting your videos, you collabing, you know, with other artists outside of Baltimore. But that's how you level up. You know, that's how you level up, you know, far as on the music game. You know, you don't stay stagnated and keep worrying about only your homeboys and trying to get your homeboys on and all that. Like, you know, you got to grow. Sometimes it be bigger than just your homeboys or just your hometown, you know, because even in Baltimore, musically speaking, the music execs, they like to see that you got the whole DMV locked down, not just they playing you on 92Q, because we're a small market. They want to see that you got Baltimore, DC, Virginia, West Virginia, the whole little area, the tri-state, the whole, you know, a little bit of Jersey, maybe Philly, you know, rocking with you, to be like, oh, all right, yeah, he hot. Yeah, he hot. We like Shorty. We like what he doing. You know, he moving around. So that's how you take stuff to the next level, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to YG Tech. I see him definitely leveling up. I see the growth. I see the way, you know what I'm saying, you moving. I see, you know, so that's what I would call like leveling up. I see how he started out. You know, I remember how he used to be around my man Sack, and, you know, they've been rapping for a little minute, you know what I'm saying? And I see the growth. I see how he, you know, even down to when I came home, I see how he just growing levels. And next thing you know, he gonna be up there, you know what I'm saying? Because I see and I'm almost sure he got some good folks surrounding him. So, and that's important too. You know, like I said, if the folks ain't good around you, it's going to be hard for you to, you know, reach your potential. I don't want to talk your head off. This was a small, short segment, you know, talking about leveling up. When you get off of this, when you finish listening to me, ask yourself, what am I doing to get to the next level? The what? Then the most important thing is like, how could I get to the next level? So I don't really know exactly what you're doing, you know, so I could give you a little info like I did with the music, you know, trucking, whatever. I could give you a little insight on as far as leveling up. The main thing I'm going to say is grind and don't quit. A lot of times I done got complacent because I be thinking that stuff going to last forever. And the worst thing we be having is regret. We be like, dang, if I knew then what I know now. So know now what you know now and take advantage what you know now. And that concludes this session of the Watts Report. And I appreciate you turning in to your boy. And don't forget to like, comment, and most definitely subscribe. And also share, because I need you to share, you know, any positive speeches, any positive motivation that you get from your boy, which is all is Wattism. And once again, what is Wattism? Wattism is the thoughts, the speech, and the actions of your boy, E. Watts, that's here to motivate, elevate, and most importantly, educate. You already know what it is. See y'all next Thursday. Appreciate y'all turning in with your boy.